no roots, but my home was never on the ground. I've got no roots, but my home was never on the ground. I've got no roots. I've got no roots. I've got no roots, but my home was never on the ground. I've got no roots, but my home was never on the ground. I've got no roots.
It is very crucial for Xerox to identify critical external factors that may affect its performance. By using Pastel's analysis, explain how the CEO of Xerox can use the analysis to explore the external factor of its business. Changes in the microenvironment factors can have a direct impact on not only the Xerox cooperation, but can also impact on others' organizations. Now, I'm going to talk about the first three elements in the PESTEL, which is PES. P stands for political, E is for economical, and S is for social. Let's move on to the first point, which is political. The first point is trade policies. Trade agreements and traffic can affect Xerox's ability to import and export materials and products. Established trade policies carry this cost, while restrictive policies can increase the cost. For political stability in the country where Xerox operates can affect its operation. Political instability can give negative impacts to Xerox supply chains and markets. Now, let's moving on to the second element, which is economical. The first point is economical growth. Overall, economic environments influence Xerox performance. Economic growth can lead to increased business investments and higher demand for Xerox products. For example, during 1970s, a variety of controls and policies were instituted, and the number of management layers was increased. The second point is inflation and interest rates. High inflation can increase operation costs, meanwhile high interest rates can affect borrowing and investment. The third element is social. The first one is consumer behavior. Changes in consumer preference and behavior can impact demand for Xerox traditional copying and printing solutions. For example, consumers shows interest towards digital documents and paperless office. The second point is demographic. By understanding the demographic changes, like older populations or increasing modernizations, it can affect Xerox for their products and marketing strategies to meet the needs of different consumer segments.
Now, I will continue to answer question 1, which is 3 lines of Pastel analysis, which are technological, legal, and environmental. Now, I will talk about technological factor. The first is innovation and R&D. The CEO must prioritize continuous innovation to keep pace with rapid technological advancement. Leveraging PARC, Xerox should invest in developing cutting-edge technology such as AI, IoT, and advanced printing solutions and maintain the competitive edge. The second is technology adoption. Understanding the adoption rates of new technologies in different markets is crucial. The CEO should analyze how quickly customers are embracing new tech and adjust Xerox strategy to ensure the products are aligned with customer requirements and needs. The second last in Pastel is legal. The first is intellectual property laws. Strong IP protection is essential for safeguarding Xerox innovation. The CEO should ensure the robust patent strategy and monitor international IP laws to prevent infringement and protect the company's intellectual asset. The second is regulatory compliance. The CEO must ensure that Xerox complies with local and international regulations, including data protection laws such as General Data Protection Regulation (GDPR) and industry-specific standards. Non-compliance can result in legal penalty and damage the company's reputation. Last in pastel is environmental. The first is sustainability practice. Growing environmental awareness requires Xerox to adopt sustainable practice. The CEO should implement eco-friendly manufacturing process, reduce carbon footprint, and promote recycling program for product and consumables. Second is regulations on e-waste. Compliance with regulation on electronic waste disposal is essential. The CEO should develop and promote Xerox e-waste management program to ensure proper disposal and recycling of outdated products, thereby reducing environmental impact.
Okay, now let's continue the question 2. The question is,
A big company such Xerox may use technology.forecast to make strategic decisions. Discuss how Xerox can evaluate various possible future by using technology forecasting model.
okay, first let me define what is technology forecasting. Technology forecasting is a process of predicting the future characteristic and timing on the technology and oriented toward profitability. The ASIC process of technology forecasting process, and I will elaborate first.
Okay, the first step in the technology forecasting process is making a forecasting specification. I will discuss how Xerox midterm forecasts. Midterm forecasts are usually used when technology is in growth fast, which usually lasts 5 to 10 years. The first Xerox image in the United States was created in the 1938 by Chester Charlson, a pen agent and freelance inventor. Carlson battled for almost 5 years to sell the innovation since many businesses did not recognize a market for it.
Okay, step 2 in the technology forecasting process is to figure out the variable environments. There are 4 environmental variables: technological, social, economic, and also political. The first component is technological environments. The technological environment refers to any change in technology that affect a company marketing efforts. Nowadays or years ago, every corporation use a research and development plan to create a new technology and stay current in market trend. So, in 1969, Jacob E. Jack Goldman introduced Xerox Palo Alto Research Center, or PAX. This team is charged in the R&D process and research in Xerox.
Okay, the following step in technology forecasting is to select a forecasting technique. There are 2 methods, qualitative and quantitative. In this case study, I will look into the qualitative methods that Xerox use. First, Xerox consult experts in the Palo Alto Research Center PAX team or R&D department. They include economic expert, environmental friendly expert, and also electric expert to make sure our output fulfill client certification and demand. In this method also, Xerox consider on customer experience to better their product fits with customer requests. Xerox who collect client feedback through their customer service and website or social media like I export in the step 2 just now to solve their customer issue. Xerox introduced a customer certification management system that integrated customer research and benchmarking activities. Every month, over 55,000 questionnaires sent out to its customer to measure customer certification and record competitive performance.
For the fourth process is employee forecasting technique. Employee forecasting technique have 2 processes, which is exploratory and normative. Exploratory involves exploration such as trend analysis. Xerox could analyze historical data and current trends in technological adoption, innovation, and market dynamics to identify patterns and extrapolate potential future scenarios. Data collection is an example for trend analysis. Xerox will gather historical data relevant to their business, such as sales figures, market trends, technological advancements, customer demographic, and other relevant metrics. This data could span several years or decades depending on the industry and the scope of analysis. For the fifth process, use by application. Use by application is integrate results into your plan for the creation of the new venture. Resources level, availability, and sales forecast play an important role. Integrating Xerox usage data into your venture plan can provide valuable insight into resource allocation, availability, and sales forecast. By analyzing this pattern by application, you can tailor your resources more effectively to meet demand, optimize availability to prevent shortage or excess inventory, and forecast sales based on past usage trends. This data-driven approach can enhance the efficiency and profitability of your new venture. The last process for forecasting process is undertake review. Undertake review is the making comparison between actual and results of forecast. This monitoring process can determine whether it performed in satisfactory manner or not. If it is not satisfactory, the forecasting technique needs to be re-examined. Undertaking a review that compares actual result with forecast outcome is essential for evaluating performance. Monitoring process enables you to assess whether your venture is meeting expectations. If the results are unsatisfactory, it signals the need to re-examine the forecasting techniques used.
So right now, I will discuss about the product life cycle of Xerox technology. The first stage is product development stage. So during this stage, the company was found in 1906 as known as Holland Company, a manufacturer and distributor of photographic paper. And in 1947, the firm obtained the commercial right to xerography on imaging process called electrography. So during this stage, the company spent every dollar they earn for research and development to search for new technology. Next stage is introduction stage, which is stage 2. During this stage, they renamed the Holland Xerox Company in 1958, and the company introduced the 914 xerographic copier in 1959, and then it was introduced to the market in 1959 in a demonstration and also shown on live television. Okay, the next stage is growth stage, which is stage 3. So during this stage, the Xerox 914 become one of the most successful products, and the demand for the Xerox 914 increased from time to time. And then Xerox also monopoly the copier industry throughout the 1960s until early 1970s. Next stage is maturity stage, which is stage 4. After the success of its first copier, Xerox expanded into other information product and publishing business. But during this stage, in 1970, there were strong competitors such as IBM, Kodak, Canon. During this stage, the demand for Xerox products started to decrease because of the competitor. And then the last stage is decline stage, which is stage 5. The need for traditional photocopying has declined. That is why the Xerox company declined. And also the new technology was invented in the market. And then during this stage, Xerox cannot cope with the advanced technology. So they face with continued decline within the technology industry. And then Xerox announced in January 2019 that it was being acquired by Fujifilm. So the conclusion that we learned from this Xerox company is that every business or every industry need to follow the technology. If what we learned from this Xerox company is that they failed to cope or to follow with the new technology, so they face with decline, and other industry can compete with them.